Hey guys, this is Angelo Marino with Fairway Independent Mortgage here in the Fort Lauderdale office. We're actually in our offices today in our back studio, and we have Will here from Dalton Wade Realty, and we're going to talk about four things today. We're going to talk about really a little bit, get to know Will a little bit. We're also going to talk about Pompano Beach and real estate, what's going on in Pompano, the redevelopment in Pompano Beach, and what's going on with the pier, the fishing pier, and what's going on in Atlantic Boulevard. And then number four, Will's going to have a mic drop moment. He kind of told me before, and it's phenomenal, so I can't wait for that. So let's talk a little bit about Will. And he's a local agent in the area. He's with Dalton Wade Realty. He's good at what he does. He knows a lot of people in the area, and he built his business based on referrals really through the years. So tell me a little bit about yourself real quick, Will.
Yeah, a little bit about me. I've been in the real estate industry in South Florida for about 25 years. I did mortgages back in the day, and then I pivoted to real estate about 12 years ago. And I've been in the Pompano area ever since, Deerfield, the Boca Raton area. And I was just explaining to Angelo just how fast the business is growing, how Pompano is exploding right now, and just the housing market as a whole.
Yeah, so Pompano Beach, very cool area, right? Houses used to be, there's a lot of waterfront properties in Pompano. Houses used to be $300,000-$400,000. Now those same homes are 1.2, 1.3, 1.6, 2 million for just like a 3-2 right on the water, right? One fixed bridge, two fixed bridge homes. So those houses are, you drive through those neighborhoods like Cypress Isles and those neighborhoods over there, great neighborhoods, right? But we're really talking about Atlantic Boulevard, where we want to focus on what we were talking about earlier. Tell me a little bit about what's going on at Atlantic Boulevard right now, what you're seeing with the up and coming area, what's going on with the duplexes and stuff.
Yes, to touch on that. About 8 years ago, I worked at a brokerage right there, real estate brokerage, right on Atlantic and 11th, and there was nothing on Atlantic Boulevard. And, everybody's saying, well, it's going to blow up, And then I said, well, I started watching it blow up. And then I was showing condos on Briney Avenue that were, worth $250, that are now worth $500, in that quick time. And then also the building of the Pompano fishing pier, and then the restaurants, and the amount of money that the city of Pompano is doing to beautify that location in that area there. So before long, there's going to be nothing but new homes, new condos, new restaurants, oyster bars, you name it. It's going to be like the new Del Rey. And trust me when I tell you, it's already started. So it's exciting to watch and see that I'm not telling stories, that it's actually true.
Right.
And what people don't understand, Angelo, is Pompano, Deerfield, and Lighthouse Point, they're all within about 3 miles of each other. So some people say, I live in Pompano. Some people say, no, I live in Lighthouse Point.
Right.
But it's across Federal Highway.
Right.
So it's literally a quarter mile. So
you're a little closer to the inlet, right, with your boat if you're in Hillsborough compared to Pompano, right?
Exactly.
Or maybe like Deerfield, because Hillsborough is a little bit, Lighthouse Point and Hillsborough is a little bit further out, right? From the inlet.
But it's all right there, within proximity, and the property values have all kind of went up, but now they've came down because of the interest rates and just the amount of the market's gotten a little slower. It's gotten a little slower, so it's give people that come in that are that want to spend 1.4 to live in Lighthouse Point, or maybe 1.2. You get a beautiful home. Mm-hmm. You get a beautiful home with a waterway and a pool that's overlooking the intercoastal, and it's just, those houses look like $3-4 million homes,
right.
And that's no exaggeration. So, but to go back to what they're doing on Atlantic Boulevard is, the Lucky Fish, the Pompano Beach House, the Oceanic. These are all high-end restaurants, and you still have the small town feel. Mm-hmm. So, but sooner or later, those little duplexes that you have back there that Del Rey used to have, that they knocked them all down. Mm-hmm. They were worth $500,000 houses,
right.
But they knocked them down to build $2 and $3 million houses.
Gotcha.
So that's where the market's going. So I tell people to get in now, and get you a nice house, for a decent price. You can get one for 1.1. I looked at 40 other day, between 1 million and 1.5 million on the intercoastal in Pompano with a waterway there off of Atlantic, and they were stunning. Mm-hmm. Tiki huts out back. I mean,
nice.
Just astounding, beautiful homes.
So do you think eventually, how Las Olas is and all the properties that are, right off Las Olas, you think you see 10, 15 years from now that could be like another Las Olas area where all those properties are going to be built up, and everybody wants to be around that area where Las Olas is, right?
They want to be able to walk out of their house, right, have a walking distance, or maybe catch a water taxi or catch an Uber to where they can have breakfast on the beach, right? Within a 5-10 minute Uber drive, right? And then go back to your home, and maybe you have a boat, or that's high end living, right? But there's also more humble places there too, where you don't have to spend that much money.
Sure.
You can still get a decent home, without breaking the bank. All that is moving up to Pompano now.
Right.
So if you get in now early to Pompano Deerfield area, you're nestled in between Boca and Fort Lauderdale, and that's where a lot of stuff has already exploded.
Gotcha.
So a lot of people are just like, man, this is a beautiful area, and it's not really touched as much as those places.
Gotcha. And so that's basically the redevelopment piece of what's going on Atlantic Boulevard. So up and coming that area. So if you're interested in buying a property and you're looking in the Pompano area, Will definitely will help you out. He'll get you out there and show you some properties. And then, he wanted to touch base real quick on how he knows me. So we're a mortgage company, Fairway Independent Mortgage, and I've been doing loans for 20 years, and Will and I have known each other for a long time. So he just wanted to touch on, a couple things that we have to offer here at Fairway and his experiences with us.
Yes, and that's what's important, right? I always say when I'm looking for the house, I'm the house guy, Angelo's the money guy, right? You talk to him about your finances, getting pre-approved. He streamlines everything. They do everything in-house. Their logo is a beautiful building right here. You can come and see the office. It's an amazing freestanding building right here off of Dixie Highway in Oakland Park in the Wilton Manors area. And they're just so efficient, so fast. And as far as getting your loan originated, getting you pre-approved, they can get you pre-approved without even found a property yet. They can do TBD, which is to be determined, of course, for the property that you find. Plug it into the application, and then when we find one, hey, Angelo, we found one, let's move forward. They can close as quickly as 15 days. Not that it's a rush, but they're very efficient. So I'm excited, for what the future holds as far as marketing with him, and of course, doing as many deals as possible, but also making sure that I deal with a trustworthy, reliable, honest broker, mortgage broker, and that's exactly what he is. He edifies that.
I appreciate that. And what's cool about us too is that a lot of people don't know this, but you know this because you worked with us in the past. So every Tuesday and Friday, we're religiously going to send out an update to you as the buyer's agent, the listing agent, if you're the listing agent, the title company, the insurance company. Anybody involved in the transaction gets an update real time of what's going on with the loan file every Tuesday and Friday religiously. So we just read our notes in the system wherever we are in the process. Appraisals ordered, inspections ordered, appraisals back, title commitment, waiting on title commitment, waiting on condo questionnaire, whatever is going on with that loan file every Tuesday and Friday. Nobody's going to be guessing, hey, I never heard from my lender on Friday. You're going to have an update. Everybody's going to be on the same page. And what's neat about those updates is that people usually reply back, oh, thanks for the update. Or, oh, did you get the appraisal back? Did it come in at value? They always have a question, which is cool because it creates dialogue, right? Anything I could do to help you today on, having more homeowners get qualified, we're here for you every step of the way. So there's no guessing, hey, what's going on with the loan file? And that's the worst thing is the communication. When you're working with a lender and they don't communicate with you, you guys are in the dark, you're out showing properties, you're not worried about every single minute what's going on with the loan file. When you get that update, you're like, yes, everything's taken care of. I know that I don't have to worry about this and check that off my list without you having to follow up, which is important to us to communicate back to our agents.
Yes, and first-time home buyers, they haven't done it for 20 years like myself and Angelo, right?
Right.
This is their first time giving up their life, right? Their documents, trusting us to find them the home. They need these questions answered, right? They need to know that they have a peace of mind. The biggest decision they're doing probably in their life. So to walk them through step by step and be educated and informed, it's worth its weight in gold, and you're the best guy for that.
I appreciate that, Will. Well, I know we have a crazy mic drop moment, and I can't wait for you to share it with everybody out here. So number 4 is Will's mic drop.
Okay, so the best day to buy a house is yesterday or today. Don't wait, because those rates aren't going to go down, or the properties aren't become more vast. It's always yesterday or today. So people say, should I buy today? It's always a yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you.
Take it easy.